Hello ladies and gents, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Embersword and the Game Economy 2.0, removing the ERC20. Right, first and foremost, let's go over what is the ERC20, just so everybody knows what it is. The popular cryptocurrency and blockchain system known as Ethereum is based on this use of tokens which can be bought, sold, or traded. In the case, tokens represent a diverse range of digital assets such as vouchers, IOUs, or even real-world tangible objects. In this way, tokens are essentially smart contracts that make use of Ethereum blockchain. So it's a blockchain, it's basically cryptocurrency. Moving down. Okay, just die, you know, why not? Right, can I interest you in a fancy cape? Why yes, Embersword, you really can. Be better if it was a bow. If you've spent any time playing MMORPGs in the past 2 decades, you have more than likely experienced the first-hand just how much as an in-game item can be worth to the right buyer. Trading of items in-game resources is the core of most MMORPGs. Fact. Sometimes these trades happen in-game for gold, but more often than not, the most valuable items are sold outside of the game itself for USD or Euros. Not sure why you didn't put euros there, but okay. Karambit knives, soul daggers, you've got Diablo there, you've got, I do believe that's Ethereal, and we've got mounts on there as well. Yeah, some of these are, especially this one here, I forgot the name of the game. It's probably going to be down here somewhere. Video game items have been sold for tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars, which, by the way, is fact. I have literally seen... what was it? I saw Karambit Knight. No, it was when the new stabby daggers came out for CSGO. I saw a pair of them go for $1,200. I was like, that is just mind-boggling. Right. When we started building the core economy design for Embersword back in 2018, there was one long-lasting issue MMORPG players always face that we knew we wanted to find a solution for. From Ultimate Online, there it is, Ultimate Online to World of Warcraft, RuneScape, and all the others. It has always been the case that long-time players always want to safely trade their most valuable items outside of the game. I don't know, actually. I don't think that's true. That's not true at all. But whatever, for the case of this, we'll go with it. I don't think that's true at all in any aspect. Most players want to have a safe environment in the game, not outside of the game. If you're going outside of the game, you already know that you stand a chance to get scammed. And that's what you were trying to fix. Just FYI. That might not sound like an issue, but it is. And for 3 separate yet interconnected reasons. One, trading of game items outside of the game is almost always against the terms of service of the game developer. Henceforth what I've just said, which forces players to trade on insecure grey-black markets where there is no trusted middleman to facilitate the trade. That leads to very high rates of scamming. Those players are fortunate enough to not get scammed, this is number 2, may still get banned if the developer finds that they've participated in real-world trading of in-game items. Number 3, trading valuable items often ruins the experience for other players as it creates a pay-to-win environment where those with the most money can acquire the best items instantly. We'll get more back to this one section later on in the video. And I brought it up with the developers themselves, and they answered some of my questions. But that one thing there, I want to read this one again so I'm very clear on what I'm saying. Number 3, trading valuable items often ruins the experience for other players, as it creates a pay-to-win environment where those with the most money can acquire the best items instantly. Wait until we get into the land and stuff like that. Bear with me. Game design meets economy design. Initially, our proposed solution was threefold. 1, develop a game design that ensures that the rarest items in Embersword are digitally scarce, collectible cosmetic items, and land, bear that in mind, rather than swords, shields, and other in-game items that would make you stronger. And number 2, connect each of these cosmetics and land to an ERC 721. What is an ERC 721? 1 second. I had it. But no, I don't have it. Damn it. 1 second. ERC 721. Let's explain what this is. It's a non-fungible token. right? Standard. So what that means is, follow standard allows for implementation of standard API or end-to-end NFTs with smart contracts. That standard provides basic functionality to track and transfers of NFTs, non-fundable tangible tokens, right? So basically another sort of blockchain, but a token. Connect each of these cosmetics and land to an ERC721 blockchain token. It actually said it on the second line. I don't know why I did that. I could have just looked at the second line. Called NFT, non-fungible token. To prove the digital scarcity of the cosmetics, create an irrevocable item history. Ensure that all market data is publicly available for the community, and much, much more. For instance, say you've got the #1 player in the world, he held that cosmetic, and then he traded it for this, this, and this, and it's all going to have a list of basically what's going to be on that item. I think that's kind of cool. I actually really think that's freaking amazing, because then you can, it tells a story of that item. I like that. I think that's a very good aspect of the game, and I really, really hope that when this game comes out, that is still around and it's still in the game. Number 3. I don't know, I've got to clear my throat. I should have cleared my throat first, but, allow players to trade cosmetics and land, again, there's that word, both in-game and outside of the game with our ERC20 cryptocurrency token, Pixel, as the medium of exchange. The use of blockchain tech would make the trades 100% secure, and the items being traded wouldn't impact the fairness of the game, since they'd be cosmetic vanity items. Right, I'm not trying to be negative, but this worries me. It does worry me, and I just want to make sure. And I brought this up to there, and they have some of my concerns, but that it's the land that bothers me, and I'll get into it later. But anyway, carry on. Players who wanted to receive USD for their sale of their cosmetics or parcel of land would then simply be able to sell their pixel on third-party exchanges for any other currency like flat USD, Euro, or other cryptocurrencies. Our philosophy has always been that trading of cosmetic items that make you look cool and allow you to express yourself inside Embersword should be allowed even outside of the game, on the premise of it being completely safe and secure for the user. I like the fact you're looking out for the users. I think that's fantastic. Well done. Like it, Ember. I like it a lot. For the quick refresher, you can read more about our old economy design, or more about how our blockchain uses integration creates awesome advantage of players. With these links here, I will provide a link in the description below. Check them out if you wish to read them. Right. There was just one flaw in the system. As long as our in-game premium currency Pixel was an ERC20 cryptocurrency token, we would have to force players through lengthy know your customer KYCs and anti-money laundering AMLO tests, right, to prove their identity before they could require any Pixel. So things like that you can't even do in the States, and even in some of the European countries you can't do it. Not to mention that players from the United States. I'm just going to stop rattling off my brain, and I'm just going to read the following. Not to mention that players from the United States and a few other countries wouldn't be able to acquire any Pixel at all, even if they were committed to going through those cumbersome processes. These legal requirements would create a horrible onboarding process for new players, but for a long time, everyone expected that these things would eventually become easier, either through legal regulations or technology innovations. But that hasn't happened. We want the user experience of playing Embersword to be amazing, and trust me, it's going to be. Just looking at the game so far, it's going to be amazing. And we heard that our outcry from the US-based audience too, so we knew what we had to do. We went back to the drawing board, and we have came up with much more suitable economical systems for Embersword that has even more advantages for the players than the old system, but without the disadvantages, i.e. you'd have to go through a test before you can even buy anything. That kind of sucks. Introducing the Embersword Tokenomics 2.0. In short, the new economy system turns Pixel into a traditional in-game premium currency, which means it is no longer an ERC20 cryptocurrency token. That in itself already removes the need for KYC and AML procedures, which creates a much smoother onboarding process and opens up the game and premium in-game economy to everyone around the world. I actually looked into this. I've asked all the devs all the questions. That is fact. That is truth. This is not disputable. This is actual fact. I think what they've done is really, really, really good. We still use blockchain technology to power land ownership. Again, there it is. There. And all cosmetic items, which means that each parcel of land and each cosmetic is connected to a unique ERC721 token on the blockchain. You might have heard of these referred to as non-fungible tokens, right? This means that the cosmetics and land in Embersword have a guaranteed scarcity, which makes, and just want to, I gotta stop myself, have a guaranteed scarcity. I want to make that abundantly clear. Wait a minute, we'll get into it again. I'm dying to get into it. I'm not going to be negative about it, but I raised my concerns with the developers. Jess and Doris, they answered some of my concerns, but some of them, I felt like they didn't really hit the point with it. So have a guaranteed scarcity, which makes them truly rare. Not even we can create additional copies of the same cosmetic after it has been initially created. So if you had number 259 out of 500 of the certain cosmetic, you can rest assured that the supply will never increase. And because this is all controlled by a blockchain, all data relating to cosmetics and land is publicly available too. The only way I can explain that is, let's go back to Christmas hats in RuneScape. People were getting scammed for thousands of dollars, thousands of euros, thousands of whatever currency you were trading in to buy them in black market, right? And literally people get scammed thousands. And when they went to RuneScape or Jagex saying, hey, this blah, 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 this, he's done this, not only did they get banned, but guess what? You got banned. And when they got banned, that item was taken out of the game, never again to be seen. So, you know, making the items even more scarce, and which then made a freaking ladder effect where everybody, or snowball effect, where people just start losing items because you were trying to trade outside of the law, right? Where were we? Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Supply will never increase because they're controlled by blockchain. All data relating to the cosmetics and land is publicly available too. Right. Have a provable and permanent item history, detailing which epic feats a cosmetic item has partaken. And just imagine owning the cape that looted from the very first slaying of the Gruff World Boss. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. We've got a Gruff World Boss. And that has previously been owned by the world's best Embersword. I touched on this previously. So basically, #1 player in the world. He slayed the World Boss. He was the first to ever get it. He got it and got bored of it. Now he's selling it on. And that'll state that, you know, he held it for X amount of time, blah, 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 and so forth, right? That would make this specific cape uniquely identifiable and truly something special to own and wear as a collectible, as part of a system which irrefutably marketplace transparency, and will be able to see exactly when a cosmetic or parcel of land was last traded, for how much, creating the highest possible level of transparency. All of this data is freely available to the entire community. They haven't told us where yet, though. Right, let's come down. By the way, this is the scenery out of the Embersword 4 regions. This is Solarwood. Looks really fantastic, doesn't it? Like the water, like the low poly textures, looking really sharp. I like it. Our game design also still allows you to play to earn cosmetics through participation in end game PvP and PvE objectives. So if you can't get it until you're at end game, right? Bear that in mind, right? Objectives which you can then use, equip in-game yourself to show off your and express yourself, sell to other players in-game for pixel, which you can subsequently use as you see fit in-game. Sell on third-party marketplaces for any currency supported by the marketplace. Which, by the way, Embersword, the company itself, basically are going to whitelist a bunch of companies and sites that can do it. If you trade outside of it, you can't, because only those sites will be able to handle that cryptocurrency, and tough luck, you won't be able to do it. Right. Selling on third-party marketplaces may secure because the marketplaces all use blockchain as an independent middleman for all transactions. Since you no longer need to trust a buyer-seller directly, this means that getting scammed when selling outside of the game is a thing of the past. Fantastic. So what's new? The major change is that Pixel itself will no longer be tradable outside of the game, which also comes with its own advantages, since it means that Pixel no longer has to be the medium of exchange when trading outside of the game. In the old system, this would have been enforced as a requirement. The price of Pixel won't fluctuate, which means the purchasing power of, e.g. 100 Pixel, will always remain the same. This creates a vast better experience for the average user. In the old system, 100 Pixel might be enough to buy the optional monthly subscription today, but might be too little tomorrow in the price of Pixel to USD had decreased or increased. So not only is this new model just as safe and provides the same awesome benefits for you as a player, but it also removes some of the restrictions of the old system to create a much better experience. Early combat preview from Embersword. These are the training dummies. Not actually hitting the dummies, but yeah. Since we started mentioning over a year ago, the Artist Workshop has gotten lots of positive feedback from artists around the world who love the idea of being able to monetize their personal creations. Now, this has actually been done before. It was done in MapleStory 2 to great success. Sadly, MapleStory 2 is now closing down. QQ cry cry. I spent too many hours in that game. But yeah. The Artist Workshop works like this. 1. An artist submits an idea for a cosmetic to the Artist Workshop. 2. The community votes on the suggestion or submission, and we select the best top voted ones, which will then be implemented in-game and distributed through PvP and PvE objectives the following month. Whenever these cosmetics are traded between players, a small percentage of the purchase price will be transferred to the artist who created the cosmetic. And, just FYI, I dare say that Embersword's going to take a cut of that as well. Because right now, I'm not seeing any monetization coming out from them. There's no pay to win. There's no cash shop that's been mentioned so far. And there's a monthly subscription with a... something pass. Battle Pass, yeah, that one. 3. Whenever these cosmetics are traded between players, a small percentage of the purchase price will be transferred to the artist who created the cosmetic. Right. Under the new system, the Artist Workshop will work like it always has. Artists will be rewarded with pixel if their cosmetic is traded in-game, and whatever currency was used if the transaction takes place outside of the game on the third-party secure marketplaces. Quick FAQ. Updated over time to come back to this page. A link to this page will be in the description below. How do I trade cosmetics in-game? You can buy cosmetics from other players from Pixel through our in-game marketplace. Number 2, how do I trade cosmetics outside of the game? You will be able to safely trade Embersword cosmetics on a third-party secure marketplace that we have whitelisted. Like I said before, that was a guarantee. They're not going to let anybody who's just anybody trade. These include OpenSEA and others. The currency for which you can sell your cosmetic depends on the marketplace. Some allow trading for flat currencies like USD and Euro. Some are cryptocurrencies. What can I do with Pixel? You can spend it on buying cosmetics from other players on our optional non-pay-to-win monthly based Battle Pass. There we go. I knew it was in there somewhere. Like subscription, or on a few items we sell, such as non-combat pet, a global chat scroll, and other vanity items. We have a strict no pay to win policy. Again, mentioning no pay to win. What can I do with Pixel? You can spend it on buying cosmetics from other players on our optional non-pay to win monthly battle pass, like subscription, or on the few items we sell, such as a non-combat pet, a global chat scroll, and other vanity items. We have a strict no pay. I just wanted to read it again because I'm wondering what the combat... I'm assuming it's just a pickup pet, right? Because if not, what's it going to do? And it's non-pay to win, it's not going to have any stats on it, right? So I don't know about that one. Can I sell Pixel to other players? A Pixel can't be sold outside of the game, but you can sell any cosmetic and land that you own, both in-game and outside of the game, on secure third-party marketplaces. Which means the only time you're actually going to buy Pixel is if you want to own land. Or if you want to buy cosmetics, right? Oh, sorry, you can't even buy cosmetics with it. So, no, you can buy Pixel. Yeah, you can buy Pixel to buy land and cosmetics. That is it. So that's the premium currency, not your in-game gold, right? Can I still play to earn cosmetics and Pixel? Absolutely. Since there's no pay to win, Embersword is highly competitive. If you're good at the game, you can win PvP and PvE objectives that will reward you with cosmetics. Each cosmetic is digitally scarce, so when others see you with one of them equipped, they know you're the real deal. #flex, give me one of those bows. And if you don't want it anymore, you can sell it to other players in-game for Pixel. Outside of the game, as described above. 6. Will we still do crowdfunding campaigns? And this is where we come into the bit where I'm actually a bit worried, and it makes me a little shaky. And I'm not going to throw dirt at Embersword. Not about that. I love the game. I'm an influencer for the game. Can't wait for it. But I am curious about what everybody else thinks of this, right? So, will we do any crowdfunding campaign? Yes, we have some amazing rewards prepared for those who participate, including multiple limited edition tradable cosmetics. What about the land auction? The land auction will still take place after the crowdfunding campaign, and before game launch. During this auction, you'll be able to spend flat cryptocurrency on Pixel gained from the crowdfunding campaign on buying a parcel of land. That has been changed. Since I've spoke to them, and why I spoke to them, that there has been changed. Thank you. I'm happy. Right, that didn't say that before. Well, I've actually recorded this video twice before, and every time I find something that I needed to address with the developers, and here it is. That was changed. Thank you. It was saying they were going to auction off land for IRL money, which, by the way, every 24 hours of holding that land, you got cosmetics, which then you could sell for pixel, then you could go off and buy all the vanity items and everything, right? But the vanity items and cosmetics don't give you any benefits. And before, I thought they did, and that was pay to win. I was like, hang on a minute, you've got a strict policy of no pay to win? Okay. But it all got cleared up, and yeah, that's all been changed. I'm a happy man, thank God. Right. What we're building Embersword. Why we're building Embersword, right? Remember, they're claiming to change the way MMOs are in the future, right? Thing is, if it's just the currency thing, you're not actually changing anything. This has been tried before. MapleStory 2 did the artist thing, you know, and other things have been done before. So, with Embersword, we're building the next generation free-to-play MMO player experience, rethinking of what an MMO is and can be. See, that worries me as well. And here's the worrying thing about this, right? Are you trying to change in-game core mechanics, or is it only the cryptocurrency stuff? Because if you're trying to do that, that just means you're trying to make people start trading. Like, no, we want to play a game. We want to play a game for epic battles, epic PvP, epic loot, you know, that sort of thing. That's what people want. So the cryptocurrency, I don't know I don't know where you've come up with that scenario though. As a gamer who's been playing MMOs since the very beginning of the genre, I am telling you now that's not what players want. And I mean this, about 90% of players don't go outside of the marketplace. We deal with everything in game. So I don't know. Anyway, we want to forge an alternative path for games, moving away from the predatory monetization of loot box gambling towards a future where players have a permanent stake on the game world. Well, loot box got banned, so that's out the window. There is no loot boxing anymore. You know, you can buy chests that give you an RNG item. You're still paying for an item, and if you get it, you get rewarded money. So there you go. We believe that players should be free to trade their in-game cosmetics items even on a secondary marketplace, and we believe in-game design that creates a fair and thriving no-pay-to-win gameplay environment. We believe in empowering artists to monetize their work. That I like. We believe in true ownership over digital items, and we believe in a persistent digital universe built by the players with ultimate freedom and no borders. And above all, we know that a great MMO starts with the exciting community finally in control. We couldn't be more excited about the future, and we hope you'll join us on this journey. Right, so my thoughts on everything are still worried about the land ownership, because remember, you're still going to get cosmetics. But when you... So this is my question to Embersword. These auctioned off land, when people get in, how's that going to work? If I'm going to fork out stupid amounts of money for a land ownership, I want to at least get one cosmetic with it, because you get them every 24 hours for holding it, right? So am I going to be inside the game before these guys get in, before other people, and before people start challenging me? Because I just forked that out, and then I'm not good enough to hold it. Do I lose it, and I've just spent money? So how does that work? You know, I'd like to hear more about that in the next blog post, but we'll see. But anyway, guys, that is my economy update, what I think of it. Some things worry me, but I like the fact that they're pushing for the safety of their players and looking forward to it that way. So again, they claim to be trying to reshape the world of MMORPGs, but if it's just through game economy and nothing else, I don't know how well that's going to do. They're going to have some serious gameplay to back it up. Right? You're going to remember, this is a browser-based MMO, so they are going to have some serious gameplay mechanics and stuff to back this up, if it's only the economy. So, yes, guys, anyway, hope you like this, and I really want to hear what you guys have to say on this. Leave a comment below in the comment section below. Remember, like, fave, subscribe if you haven't done already. And you know what, guys? Really, hit that subscribe button, because I really am so close to 1,000 subs, and I think it's like 75% of people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. Hit the subscribe button. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I will see you next time.